There it is. Hi guys, I am playing with resin, as you can see. What I've done is I made some journal covers. They were interesting. This is the first one I made, and this is the mold. And I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted the house to shine through on the front side, but I should have put this in the opposite way. So this is now my back journal cover, which is fine. Then I thought I would do a front one. And I don't know if you can even see this little lady in here. It says a heroine. And I wanted that to show, and I wanted her to show, and I wanted this goldy brown to just be around the outside, but it all pulled to the center as it cured. So, not really sure what I'm going to do with that. I do kind of like it, so I'm sure I'll use it for something, maybe a front cover or something, and then I kind of remade that to go on the front. But as you can see, I have some butterflies in here, and they moved. So they are not really quite what I wanted. So not really happy with that either. So I'm going to try again. So I have this little page that I have collaged on the back. And I have the little book corners, and I think I'll be pretty happy with that. So I am going to start out by just putting a real light layer of the resin in there and letting that kind of settle down. Kind of basically painting it on there so that I can get that. I'm not sure how it's going to work with this paper. I've not tried this particular type before, but I don't want there to be bubbles under it. I'm not really sure what that is that's on there, but we need to get that out of there. Looks like just a little scrap of paper. So, okay, so that's out, but now I need to kind of mush that back together. Might need a little more resin. Anyway, I just want kind of a thin layer under here with no bubbles. And then I want to put that paper down in there so that it will just lay nicely, hopefully. And we can get it all in there, and then I'll let it sit up while I decide what I want to put over it. But basically, I have the book corners in there for just a little added interest, kind of like putting an eyelid on something or whatever. But I thought if I put the book corners in there, it'll reinforce that corner as well. So that's kind of my thought there. Okay, I'll let that just settle for just a minute. And put these book corners back on there. I do have these little pliers. I can just tighten it down on there. doesn't have to be perfect because it's not really holding anything. I just want it to stay on there and not float away. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there, and then I will see about, now I did ink the corners of all the sides and corners and all the edges of the pieces that I put in here, and this was distressed ink. So, you know, it reacts with moisture, water. So I'm not sure what it's going to do as this cures, or, you know, as it goes along. Really not sure. So just gonna kind of play that by ear. It looks like it's gonna be okay. But again, won't really know till we go along. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Seems to be soaking up the okay, I want that in the corner. It's a little bit smaller on the top, but that's okay. So I will put a little more over the top, and I think I'm just going to leave this clear. Oops. So, let's see if I can get this to go into all the corners well. Cover the little bits and pieces here. It should be self-leveling. Looks a little bit full. I do need a baby wipe or two here. I think I'm just gonna pull some of this out. It's not really working well. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I guess that is in there, so. I should have put that on something that I could move it with. Just see if I can put it on this. Okay, that worked. So Now I will find a flat spot, put that, and let it cure. So let's get this all cleaned up a little bit and move on. I think what I wanted to try to do with some of these little bitty bead ones that I couldn't figure out how to get the resin in there. I think I might be able to do it with this if I can get the resin to go suck up in there. So let's just try it with clear. Oh, that worked. Okay, so that might be the ticket. So these will all be clear, but that's okay. Okay, well, this is better than I thought it would be, actually. Fairly quick. I don't know if I'm getting them filled right, but I don't think I was able to do these before because I couldn't, for one thing, tell how to fill them. I had tried this before with a small syringe, but I think it was so small and it had a needle on it instead of just being open that I couldn't suck anything up with it. So I think this works better being open. So interesting for sure. And I guess the thing to do would be, you know, have your colors all mixed up so you could just suck it up in there if you want to do colors. So this is just my experimental trial run, and clear beads are fun to have, but I haven't been able to get those little ones done before, so that's exciting. I think I did these before. I feel like I have these square ones, quite a few of them actually, but that's okay. I don't think I have any just plain clear. So that's awesome. I did notice this morning when I was having breakfast with my sisters that I had quite a bit of resin on my sweatshirt. So I must get my hands down in it, you know, as I'm doing things. So I thought that was kind of funny though. Okay, so for this little whatever you call this thing. This says gold and blue, which to me is more green. But I think I'm going to put some white in it as well and see if I can keep it a little more true to the green. Oh, I think I'm gonna like that color. That looks kind of cool. So this is, I don't remember, gold and blue mica powder and deep white alcohol ink. I do like that color. I like that a lot, actually. It's kind of an iridescent color. So I think what I want to do is see if I can get it to do the lines with this greenish color. And then just do the back maybe with a clear coating of whatever. And then maybe do the little pieces in a different color. Or maybe like clear with green sparkles or sequins or something green-ish. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll let that set up and I'll clean that up. I need this out of there. I need this little piece here that's in there. I need that out. And I need this out. I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, not too bad. Nope, too shabby. Okay, I will let that cure like that. Let's do some little charm dangle things. I don't really care if my mold isn't super clean because to me those little bits in there are kind of fun. Let's do what color? Let's do some purple. I don't think I have much that's purple. I don't know if you can even see this, but let's do a little purple and a little iridescent glitter. Ooh, got a lot of iridescent glitter. Oh well. It'll be a sparkly purple. Ooh, some big bubbles in there, but we will work on getting those out as they come up. Ooh, I like that. That glitter in there is really pretty. And this purple is a pretty color of purple. Okay. Now what I would like to do is put some little pieces of things in there. Let's maybe do something like that. I don't know about that one. Oh, we could put a pink butterfly in there. That could be cute. I don't know that it'll stay there, but we will hope for the best. Okay, I have so much of this little stuff. Let's do some flowers, maybe. Do you like 3 different colors of pink in there? That's kind of cute. If I can keep them from flipping over when I put in the resin. I wish I had. But okay, let's do. Oh, this almost looks pink. Hopefully that'll stay now where it should. Okay, being pretty quiet this time, aren't I, guys? If you hear some whining, it's the dogs. If you hear some high-pitched whining, it's the lawn guy outside doing the weed eating. I heard him out there a little bit ago, so I don't hear him currently, so maybe he's on the far side by the creek. I don't know, but hoping that it's not bothersome for you. But, you know, I don't know when he's going to be here ever, so it is what it is, and it's fine. Okay, now let's do a little blue. Then I'll do it in with that. I think I just want to do the sprinkly stuff in there and keep it clear. I don't know, this lots of times the little whatever you call this stuff, glittery stuff, I guess, sinks to the bottom. So I don't know if this will work exactly like I want it to, but we will see. This is a lot of experimenting. Currently, I am by no means a pro at this whole resin thing. It is super fun though. I like it a lot. Just a lot of fun to play and see how it all turns out. Because you just don't ever know. What are you guys playing with lately? Are you making any fun stuff? I don't know. I was looking for some challenges this month because I've never done a challenge. And I think that could be fun to put my take on somebody else's idea and then post it to them so they could tell me, what they think, or give me some pointers on how to make it better, or, how you learn. And I make plenty of mistakes as I go along, I can tell you. I already showed you some earlier, so it's true. But, oh, those are cute. I like these clear ones. And that one with the little flower in it could be really neat. I am not sure what that white thing is. It is something I put in there, but I didn't realize I put it in there. So I'm not sure. Is it a leaf? Oops, it is a leaf. Okay, well, that's interesting. Let's just put some clear in this one. Okay. Now for that, I think I want to do maybe a little bit of pink. Instead of, these were purple but look awfully pink to me. So let's maybe do some pink and some white and see if that will lighten up the whole, although it may make, putting that white in there might make it more opaque to where you won't be able to see the little flowers in there. So maybe that wasn't a good idea. I don't know. We will see. Well, I don't know. It currently doesn't really look opaque, but maybe it does. It seems to be kind of a thick pink, almost like a bubblegum color. It's kind of pretty, but I don't know if you could see through that to see those flowers, so maybe we'll add some clear to it and see if we can thin that color down, maybe. Oh, that might help. That looks better. It's still pink, but I think you can see. Do you think we could see those little pink flowers through that? I guess there's one way to find out. Oh, I think maybe it'll work. Oops. See how bad I am at this? Okay, let's just do some of these little tiny ones. I got these little bitty molds at the Dollar Tree, so happy with them for $1.25 for sure, but they are tiny, these little ones, but that's kind of good because these will hang, these will make great dangles for junk journals, and super easy to make, kind of like use the end of whatever your resin batches are I mean, pretty much anything I make resin, I get these little things out and make some little leftover charm pieces. Yeah, that works good. Okay, so let's clean this out. I'm telling you, baby wipes are the business to have, aren't they, for junk journalers? I mean, I use them a lot. Okay, so I don't think I have any other. Oh, I do have a different green. Do I? Let's do that. Just a little tiny little bit of green. And we'll do that in that little leaf. And maybe one other small thing, I don't know. That is definitely light green. I wonder if there's a way to, let's see what happens if we just go blink. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's let that dry for a couple seconds and see if it'll, you know, stay then. Let me do this real quick. Get any bubbles out. I don't see any. Try that. Okay. I think that's enough time. It's not totally dry, but let's see what happens. Oh, I don't think it was enough time, but maybe. Cute. At least on the edges it's gonna be darker. Okay, and then we will use the rest of the green in this little area. Cute. Okay, here it is. Like, I know I have another wipe out already. I think I want to, oops, try and do something here. With some alcohol inks. I kind of want to play around, and then I'm gonna, once this is cured up and dry with the alcohol inks on it, I'm going to put it in maybe that one or this one, I don't know. I thought I had some blue. I really want sky blue. Is the one I like. It's a sapphire blue, which is more purpley blue. I'm just going to let those bloom. Maybe put a single dot of white right in the middle. And then I'll let it sit there for a little bit and then maybe stir it after a few minutes. Okay, let's do some screws in that one. Like a whole bunch of screws, apparently. Ooh. Kind of cool. That might be neat, look, hanging off a dangle. Ooh, that's looking funky. Is this even in the frame? I'm not sure now that I'm thinking. Let's maybe, what should we do? Interesting. Let's see what that does, because you know it pulls together, so it'll look completely different when we come back, but again, could be fun. This piece I think I'm going to put here. And then fill this up. This might just be the first layer, because, oh, well, maybe not. It might be okay. I'm so sorry, because I bet you guys aren't even able to see this. I just put that little piece of resin that I had spilled basically on my silicone mat, but it had some glitter in it, so it was kind of pretty. And I was like, we will just use that the next thing we make. So that's what I did. So got that now, waiting. And this is what I did. Just put that in there. So that is a little misshapen. So I don't know if I can put that there and it'll stay, maybe. Well, it doesn't seem to want to, does it? I don't think so. I think it's just going to be a wonky heart. But we will let these all dry, and I will come back and unveil them with you later. Probably in the morning, because it takes a little while for this kind of resin to set up for some reason. I'm not sure if I do it wrong or if that's just the nature of this resin. Obviously, I haven't been doing it long enough to really know. So we will go from there, and I will catch you later. And I am planning to do something with those journal covers that I made, so I will try and get that done today or tomorrow and get that taped and downloaded so you guys, or uploaded, or whatever it's called. Obviously I have no idea. So anyway, I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little while this afternoon, and hope that something was at least in frame. So I will talk to you later. Like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.